Hey guys! So I'm trying something new. I'm gonna try to do this on Instagram simultaneously, but it's actually already not working out, so we'll see. I'm doing it, I'm pointing my phone basically at my computer screen so that I could catch it on Instagram, and it's kind of acting. Okay, I think I'll end it because I don't think it's gonna work. This is not working out how I intended. Okay. End live video. All right, not this live video. I'm ending my attempt at Instagram live video. So it is a full moon. The full moon occurred at about 9:06 this morning. And what do you guys feel? What are you feeling? I have my beautiful piece of selenite that someone gave me as a kind of a meeting gift, and it's really pretty. So I have that right here with me to help us in our oracle today. Hi guys, hello, hello. Tell me how it's treating you. You know what? I was gonna do the oracle at like 6 p.m. about an hour ago or so. I was so tired. I just ended up writing notes and just falling asleep almost as I was writing them. So I was like, okay, everybody could wait. Divine timing, all that jazz. So what do you guys want to see first? You tell me. You call the shots. We're in Sagittarius right now. Come on, just tell me what card you want to see. We have Avalon, we have Animal, we have Numbers, and we have one more deck that I'm going to pull from that I'll tell you about later. I don't use it often, but I think it'll be illuminating for the full moon. So let me know what you want to see first. Do you want to see an animal? Do you want to see an Avalon archetype, an Avalonian guide? Or do you want to see a number first and try to, see what number is guiding us? Today is actually a day 7 in numerology. That's a great number for spirituality and higher learning. Perfect for the full moon. Hello, so Rob says animal, so I'm going to pull an animal card. Happy full moon. I'll talk a little bit about the full moon after I pull an animal card and let you guys know what is up. Yeah, waking up all night. I've had the opposite problem. I've been like dead to the world with this moon. Oh, everyone's saying a different card, but you know what? Rob spoke first. He was not shy, and so I am going to go ahead and pull an animal card. And you know what? We just had upside down bat. I hope everybody's bats righted themselves this week, and so that we can move forward and get out of that bat cave and go and do stuff. Like we're sick of hanging upside down. And okay, so I saw the world from that viewpoint. It was almost like the Hanged Man in tarot, and so now we've seen it. Cool, nice. All right, time to stand back up and actually get some stuff done and get out of the cave. So yes, it was rebirth, absolutely. Slept well last night though. Awesome. Yeah, I'm just so fatigued lately. It's insane. So, oh my goodness. Who wants to guess? Who wants to guess what came out? This is very interesting, very, it'll blow your mind. It will blow your mind. What are you feeling? What do you think came out of the animal cards? It's surprising me. It's literally surprising me. This is bananas that this came out. What do you think? What would blow my mind right now? It's insane. It's insane. We have upside down bat. I'm not even making this up. This is for real. You know that I do these. I don't pull the cards with my logical mind. I don't pull them with my hands. They come out. We have upside down bat again. I just posted this on Instagram. I do the daily Instagram kind of a motivational throughout your week. Like, oh, here's the oracle card of this day. Based on what I pulled on Monday. We have bat reversed. Not even like this. When I put bat back in the deck, after taking the picture today for Instagram, I put him right side in, and I was like, okay, time to not be reversed now. Well, guess what? He's like, oh, guess what? Yes, it is. Like, you still have a lesson to learn. So I'm losing my mind over this. This is so cool. Well then, we have more of the lesson to learn about embracing the rebirth, but don't get stuck in that. Don't be like, oh my God, I just want a new life, and I just want, to fly out like a butterfly, and well, then do it. Quit. Now that we're in Gemini season with this full moon, the sun is opposite in Gemini. It's kind of like, quit talking about it, quit thinking about it. Geminis like to talk and think and no, it's actually time with the Sagittarius energy to actually do it instead of sitting there. The Gemini's kind of like, I wonder if I did this, that would be so cool, or I'm curious about what this is like. And Sagittarius is like, then do it, then experience it, satiate your curiosity. So You know what? It's time to come out of the cave with that reversed. It is time to engage in your rebirth instead of just wishing for it, wishing for it, wishing for it. And for those of you who did not see me read about that reversed, I believe that, yeah, I pulled it on this Monday, yeah, and I posted it on Instagram today. So for those who didn't see that, I'll read you a little bit about what that means for you. So when he's upside down, it's about every decision, every thought is to create a state of stagnation or rebirth for those that follow you on the good red road. If you are blocking yourself, you may be blocking the generations to come. It's like this huge responsibility. Some people think themselves into a corner with obstacles that are illusionary. By the time they decide what to do, the opportunities are gone and old age is upon them. So it's kind of like, oh yes, no, take the opportunity, open your eyes. Like I said on Instagram, I'm kind of like, why are you still crossing your arms, closing your eyes, you know, and hanging upside down? It's time to open your eyes, spread your wings, and fly out of the lovely bat cave, you know, the lovely little home that you made for yourself. Darkness is great, but it's time to come to the light. And we have the full moon shining down upon us to help us in that. Wonderful. I love it. Okay, so next I'll do Avalon. Oh, you had a dream about rebirth. Ooh, when you're a Sagittarius. Perfect. Perfect, Lyra. Okay, so you want a refund. Anthony wants a refund. Oh, yes. Yeah, what if the whole deck is just bats reversed and I'm just like, oh my gosh, you guys, this is so interesting. Oh. The numbers. So, this is 85. Follow your dreams. Hello. Get out of the back cave and follow your dreams already. Do it. So, the 8, of course, is kind of like it could be a karmic number, but it's more about like a success, and it's that powerful business person, and they really like the material world, which there's nothing wrong with that. They like to succeed in the 3D. I almost went 3D. That's awesome. I'm going to start doing that instead of the regular. And 5, of course, is more the adventurer, like the Sagittarius energy. 5 is change and freedom and travel and all of that. So that's how that works together. And let's see, 8. So we have a 4 overall with this. So there may have to be some foundation building before you could follow your dream, but you're ready. You have the tools that you need. Rest assured that you do. And I'm going to read you a little bit about this with the affirmation that you could take with you throughout this weekend to follow your dreams and get out of that bat cave again. Again, we're being reminded. So it's a time to reach for the stars and follow your dreams, whatever they may be. Pay no mind to poverty consciousness, fear, or competition, because the universe is abundant and there is no limitation. Even though you have no control over how or when things will unfold, divine timing and order will ensure that everything serves the greater good. So the affirmation for this is, I reach for the stars and follow my dreams. I love that. That's such a Sagittarius. For those of you who know about astrology, don't you think so? I reach for the stars and follow my dreams. I love it. So very cool. Very, very cool here. Let's go ahead and pull an Avalon card. I saw someone mention that, so you know I gotta pull my Avalon cards. This is like my favorite deck. My favorite deck, I would say. So it's already all kind of worn on the side. It has this beautiful silver. Can you see that? Isn't that pretty? I love that, and I almost don't want to shuffle them, and I almost want to buy a brand new deck to just like, stroke sometimes and just look at the shiny silver, but it's a little ridiculous, a little bit ridiculous. So, all right, so let's see what Avalon has. Once again, we have that reversed. I cannot even believe it. That's just still blowing my mind. That's hilarious. So we're still learning the lesson of engaging in our rebirth and not staying stuck there, and not staying stuck in that I put the hashtag I believe I can fly. Well, then do it. If you believe it, then like freaking do it already. So we have the spider. Ooh, look at that. Look at that lovely, gorgeous energy here. And what's interesting about that is that is a 6 in numerology, and this is also a 6 in numerology, 15. So the spider is creativity. It's creative projects. It's storytelling. I'll read you a little bit about that if you have not seen me pull this card before. So it's a reminder that you have within you the gift to create meaningful, purposeful work. Within you is an artist waiting to be expressed. So think about this. Do you write in a journal each day? Do you draw, paint, cook, or play music? Do you realize that everything you do on a daily basis is an act of co-creation with the divine? I love that. So it's time to be aware of your responsibility for the creations in your life. Maybe you need to rethink an issue and apply your inner artist to find a solution. It's about creative solutions to problems. Don't just sit there. This is your time to create. Oh my gosh, we're getting so many signs that are saying, get off your ass. Like, get out of the bat cave. Do something. Do something. Quit talking about it and do it. You know, if you keep talking about writing a book, now is the time to actually put pen to paper, put fingers to keyboard. Quit talking about it. It's lovely to talk about and to dream about and to brainstorm. I love doing that stuff. But when it gets down to the nitty-gritty, you're like, oh, what did I say I was going to do? Oh my gosh, I don't think I could do it. So, yeah, spider. And I want to pull one more. This is from a deck that I don't often use, but it called to me with this full moon. This is Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. So this is by Colette Baron Reed, who does the Avalon deck. So this should be pretty interesting. I really wanted to do this so that we could just get a little bit more light on what we're supposed to know. And then at the very end here, I will tell you a little bit more about the full moon in Sagittarius and the energies and the Chaldean symbol for the degree. There's a divine message, two divine messages actually, that I'll tell you about that align with this full moon, and they are going to tell you where you've been and where you're going and what to be mindful of. So be sure to stick around for that, because I just love talking about those degrees. It's so cool. So already one came out. It is like, it's like, yeah, no, I know what's coming out. So this is the Ice Queen. Ideas preserved, non-action, entitlement. Very interesting. And you see here, full moon. You see the full moon? We have an owl here too. Owl is deception, looking through the shadows into the light, finding the truth, which again, that's what Sagittarius does. They seek the truth, partially. So does Scorpio. But she's asleep. She is asleep. Non-action. It's very interesting that we're getting this non-action card when everything else is telling us to do it. So I want to read you a little bit about this and tell me what comes out for you, what you think, how this interprets to the rest of the deck. We will see. So, the Ice Queen has come to block your movement for your highest good. Let your ideas be preserved until later. You can thaw them out and use them at another time when they will best serve. The realm of the Ice Queen is a place of non-action, and now is the perfect time to take a look at how far you've come, and to ask yourself for a reclarification of your highest goals. Not all your plans can be accomplished at this moment. In fact, putting them on ice allows for the timing to be perfect later on. So this is about, oh, and it talks about the Queen putting everything in a deep freeze until it's ready to come out and thaw. So what this is telling me, and it'll be different for you guys, it's telling me that perhaps with this energy, like follow your dreams, write, paint, fly out of the Batcave, it's almost like don't do everything at once, because if you scatter your energy, you're not going to put enough towards each project. It's not going to go anywhere. So this is kind of telling me, put some ideas, freeze them. Just freeze them. They will be there, just freeze them. Almost opposite of like putting them on the back burner, you know, but freeze them. And so that's a little bit about that to me, but maybe you will interpret it a little bit differently. I just wanted to give you my interpretation of what that could mean, because I know for myself, you know, I'm a Gemini, Sun's in Gemini, and I can scatter, my energy could scatter when I want to do, I want to do everything. I want to do all of the things, and I don't have enough energy to do that. Nobody does. So it's hard for me to focus on, you know, the separate things that I want to do and put enough energy towards each of those things, but I'm learning. I've really, really learned that lesson hard. So this is a little bit about, oh, chill, like, no. You need to figure out what direction you're going in before you can figure out what you're going to throw your energy at. And this goes a bit with the full moon in Sagittarius. So I made a little notes about, you know, what was coming up for me, what I've observed and researched about this moon, and this moon is conjunct Saturn. So that's about, you may feel that your emotions are being held in check, because obviously the moon is emotion and fluidity and all of that, but Saturn is like this, you know, it's kind of like a constrictive energy. It's opposite of Jupiter, which is expansion. Saturn's kind of like, you know, like an authoritarian, like rules, that kind of thing. So, you know, it is a male, feminine opposite going on, but I feel like it's a good time to release. It may be hard to release, but it is a good time to release. Obviously with a full moon, it's really good to release. And like I said, with the sun in Gemini, we may feel a bit scattered, a little bit ADD. So Saturn is that force that's going to help ground us a little bit, which is wonderful. Use it. It doesn't have to be scary or abysmal. Some people hate Saturn, which is funny. You can't hate a planet. I can't hate a planet. And I actually do have a lot of Saturn in me. And it does help me stay disciplined to what I want to do with all that airy Gemini energy. It does help me go, okay, no, I can't do all of the things. I can't. I need to do this, this, and this. Mental activity and a thirst for adventure right now. But it must have a purpose. The Sagittarius is kind of like the adventure, like I'm saying. They want to do things, and yeah, but you have a purpose, have some kind of a compass. That's what this full moon with Saturn involved is going to do for us. And it kind of like lighting a fire under you. Sagittarius is very fiery energy. You're going to have a fire lit, but have a direction. Have a direction. So Elias Lonsdale, he does Inside Degrees. You could look up his book online. So each degree has a little bit of a message that has been channeled. And they always resonate. They always resonate, and they're written so beautifully. So I really want to tell you what 18 degrees Sagittarius is, as far as the symbols go. So it is rose petals scattered on a path. So the full moon was conjunct this degree, 18 degrees Sagittarius. Rose petals scattered on a path. Just close your eyes. Think about that beautiful scene. What a lovely energy to come out. But it's a little more complex than that. So I'll read you what this means. Protection, guidance, grace, dispensation, offered a way to move right through the middle of life's labyrinths and stay straight on. Your innate sanctity preserves you against the play of the opposites. You stay singular, straightforward. Throwing off complications and conundrums, you stick with what is sweet and eternal. Most essentially, you wear a cloak of innocence, a tightly fitted garment of unworldliness. And as you pass for a fortune and blessed soul, it all turns out to be true. What I love about this is it's saying there is a labyrinth, there's a maze, but you're going to like plow straight. You're like, yeah, no, I have a direction and I'm going to get to it. I don't really want the detours. I don't want the scenic route. I just want to get to it. I want to get to it. I have a goal. And I like the whole, straightforward rather than the play of opposites, that Gemini play of opposites. This is like, boom, straightforward. So let me know if that resonates with you, that little divine message. Now, I want to read 19 degrees Sagittarius because I have heard that it's actually about the degree after, the degree that we're coming into. So to me, they're both equally important. The degree that the moon is conjunct when it's full, and then the one after it, to see where we've been, where we are, and where we're going, what it's pulling us to do. So, and sorry if I'm getting all astrology nerd on you guys. And I see some of you guys who I know you know about astrology, so you're gonna love this, I hope. So, 19 degrees. Okay, so first of all, 18 degrees Sagittarius. Remember, rose petals scattered on a path, gorgeous, poetic. Well, the next one, 19 degrees Sagittarius, is a monstrous sea creature, dead, washed up on a beach. Paints quite a different picture. That's not quite the rose petals scattered on a path. This is like horrific. So I'll explain that to you, and it will resonate, I feel, because it super resonated with me. So, a monstrous sea creature dead, washed up on a beach. Poisons, toxins, the refuse of what is incomplete create a stink and a sensation. It is horrible to be rotting away in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it's worse for everybody to know it and nobody to be able to do anything about it. Each and every inward distortion magnifies itself and takes over the situation. You are getting a great chance to behold every old syndrome played back everywhere. And if you can forgive and move on, all of it will be more than worth it, no matter how sickening it felt at the time. So it's heavy hitting. It is heavy hitting. It's packing a punch. I like the whole, no one feels able to do anything about it, but we are being guided to do something about it with Saturn, Sagittarius, all of that. Yes, we are absolutely. And, old syndromes being played again and again. That's why we have to release with this full moon. That's what the full moon is, helps us do. It helps us release. So yeah, anything that's holding us back, anything that's keeping us in the cave, it's time to address and then move on and fly away. However, don't do too much at once. Ice Queen is like, put some of these things on hold or you're going to crash and burn. Spider is telling us, tell your stories, write, paint, do beautiful, gorgeous things, but just be mindful that you're not scattering. If a spider, observe a spider if you can. You know what? I have a spear. I have a fear of spiders. Some of you know that. So it's not easy for me to observe one. But if you can, you should watch a video or observe one in real life and just see how they operate. I always tell people to do that with animal medicine. See how they operate, watch them eat, watch them sleep, watch them hunt, and it'll give you a little more direction there with this. Follow your dreams. Straightforward and to the point. Follow your dreams. Just do it. Follow them. But make sure you have some direction. Just make sure you have some direction, or you're going to get stuck like this, because you're going to be so tired from scattering your energy following every shooting star that you won't even be able to get out of that cave. So that's the gist of it. We have wonderful energy assisting us, and I hope everyone's just loved this full moon energy. Like I said, it's made me a little bit fatigued. I'm a little bit like the bat, hanging upside down. But no, good things are coming. Wonderful things are coming, and if you don't do ritual with the full moon, I would suggest you do what resonates with you. And the thing that I'm getting intuitively, I'm seeing us looking in a mirror with the full moon shining in, almost like seeing our own reflections and figuring out what to do with that information of what we see. It's almost like an ink blot test. It's like divining. It's like a scrying mirror. If you get a bowl of water, and with the moonlight shining in, look at your reflection, or the reflection of, smoke. You could have incense or any of that. See what symbols come up. See what words come up. See what numbers come up. Animals. See what animals come up. And make note of that. And if you'd like to, if it gets confusing for you, if too much comes up, you could always message me and be like, oh, I saw this animal and I have no idea what it means, and what do you think? Feel free to. I'm here to help. So if you enjoy this, feel free to share it with people. I love doing these full moon ones. Oh, I know these are supposed to be quick. This one was like 20 minutes long, longer than my weekly. But these are great. It's great energy to come out, and I hope you guys are really gleaning it and are really feeling it. And yeah, just have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. And hopefully Bat won't be like this anymore on Monday, because I think we're ready. I think we're ready for this. I don't think we need to stay here anymore. I think it's hit us over the head a couple of times now, and we're like, I get it. Yeah, right, all right. I'll come out of the Bat cave. So wonderful, lovely. I will answer your comments after the video. It's kind of hard for me to do it live. And have a wonderful weekend, guys. Bye.